Let's pray. Mighty God, who in your wisdom and goodness have appointed the offices of leaders and county assemblies for the welfare of society and the just government of the people, we beseech you to behold with your abundant favor as your servants who will be pleased to call to the performance of important trust in this republic. Let your blessings descend upon us here assembled, and grant that we treat and consider all matters that shall come under our deliberation in so just and faithful a manner as to promote your honor and glory, and to advance the peace, prosperity, and welfare of our county, and of those whose interests you committed to our charge. Honorable members, I want to refer to our standing order number 32 on quorum, and I want to request that the sergeant at arms rings the quorum bell for 5 minutes. Honorable Jennifer, as the whip, you can go out and whip the members. Can you confirm if you have quorum?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. There is quorum.
Clerk, take us through the order of the day.
Third Assembly, first session, order paper number 270 of today, Tuesday, 18th February 2025 at 2:30 p.m. Order number 1, administration of oath.
Next order.
Order number 2, communication from the chair.
Next order.
Order number 3, messages.
Next order.
Order number 4, petitions.
Next order.
Order number 5, papers.
Next order.
Order number 6, notices of motion.
Honorable Leader of Majority.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I wish to give a notice of motion for the approval of members to serve in the County Assembly House Business Committee. 2, on behalf of the Vice Chairperson of the House Business Committee, I would like to give a notice of motion for the approval of members nominated by the Speaker to serve in the Speaker's panel.
Next order.
Order number 7, statements.
Statement time. Next order.
Commencement of business. Order number 8, motion on the approval of members to serve in the County Assembly House Business Committee for the 4th session by the Leader of Majority.
Honorable Leader.
Thank you. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I stand to move a motion for the approval of members to serve in the County Assembly House Business Committee for the 4th session. Aware that Orders 154(1)A of the County Assembly Standing Orders provides for the establishment of a House Business Committee at the commencement of every session. Further aware that the 3rd session of the 3rd Assembly was gazetted to end on Monday, 10th February 2025. Consequently, the House Business Committee, which was approved to serve the County Assembly, therefore has run its tenure. Acknowledging the essential mandates of the committee, including the preparation of the County Assembly calendar, managing the backing of pending matters, and scheduling or programming the business of the County Assembly. Further acknowledging that the 4th session of the 3rd Assembly commenced forthwith on Tuesday, 11th February 2025, necessitating the reconstitution of the House Business Committee in accordance with the provisions of the standing orders to allow the County Assembly to transact its businesses. Now, therefore, this Assembly prays that pursuant to standing orders number 154(1)E, this House approves the following members nominated by the party to serve in the House Business Committee for the 4th session, in addition to the Speaker of the County Assembly, who pursuant to standing orders number 154(1)A shall be the chairperson of the Liaison Committee, the Leader of Majority, and the Majority Whip. Others include Honorable Mbowade, Deputy Majority Leader, Honorable Jennifer Bonyo, Deputy Majority Whip, Honorable Sato Kumu, Member, Honorable Karen Ajuang, Member, Honorable Eunice Alando, Member. And Honorable Speaker, I would like to ask Honorable Moses Achela to second. Thank you.
Honorable Moses Achela.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, may I take this chance to second the list as read by the leader of majority. Thank you.
Board members, now that the leader of majority has presented a motion approval of members to serve in the County Assembly House Business Committee for the fourth session, seconded by the Honorable Moses Ochele, is Kanawawede, I want to propose that the motion is open for debate. Honorable Gado Lema.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise to support the motion by the majority leader on the composition of the House Business Committee members. Mr. Speaker, as we support the composition of the members of the committee, I would like to request the nominated members to take into consideration the business of the House. One, that there are some issues that take a long time to be related to this House, and therefore, in their meetings or priorities in the business of the House, we request that they look into those issues that derail the county and give priority to those pressing issues that members raise in this House, mostly like statements and requests for statements from the executive to be slotted in for our business, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, going on the calendar of committee sittings, you find that at times some committees get more time and slots in the business schedule that we have, while other committee doesn't get. I want to request that they look at these committees equally and give priority. Like the Speaker, the committee that I chair, that is Procedure and Rules, only gets a slot once a week. When we have a lot of issues to discuss, so I will request that they look into that as they plan for the activities of the week. They consider all the committees of the House so that all the committees become active and deliberate on issues that they have for the benefit of this county and for the benefit of the Assembly. Thank you, and I support.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Going by the mood of the House, may I call the mover to reply?
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I want to take this opportunity to thank Honorable Gadolema for this contribution, that the members that have been nominated to the House Business Committee to take their business seriously, as the Assembly has a long list of pending issues to discuss in this House. And for the committees to be prioritized by the House Business, I want to inform all the chairs and their clerks to make sure that they make arrangements and present their issues to the House Business Committee in time for slotting. Otherwise, Honorable Speaker, I do reply. Thank you.
Honorable members, now that the motion approval of members to serve in the County Assembly House Business Committee for the fourth session have been moved, seconded, debated, I now want to put a question. And I put that as many of the opinion that the motion for approval of members to serve in the County Assembly House Business Committee for the fourth session be adopted, say aye. As many of the contrary opinions say nay. The ayes have it. And the motion approval of members to serve in the County Assembly House Business Committee for the fourth session have been approved today. And the members include the Speaker, Leader of Majority, the Chair Liaison, the Majority Whip, Honorable Lumumba Wade, Honorable Jennifer Bonyo, Honorable Seto Kumu, Honorable Karina Joang, and Honorable Yuni Salam. This approval has been done today, the 18th of February 2025 at 14:57 hours. to direct that the House Business Committee to move with speed to plan for the coming sessions or week. Because you remember, we are already behind schedule in terms of the activities that we are supposed to do. The House Business Committee, you move with speed, constitute the House Business calendar and the House Business schedule for the coming week. Next order.
Order number 9. Motion on the approval of members nominated by the Speaker to serve in the Speaker's panel by the Honorable Nerea Okombo.
Honorable Leader of Majority.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. On behalf of the Vice Chair, Person, House Business Committee, Honorable Nerea Okombo, I wish to move a motion for the approval of members to serve in the Speaker's panel in the 4th session. At Kisumu County Assembly, Standing Orders number 14 mandates the Speaker to nominate 3 members who shall be known respectively as the first, second, and third member of the Speaker's panel, and who shall be entitled to exercise all the powers vested in the chairperson of committees of the whole. Further aware that orders number 14.4 states that whenever a motion for approval of names under paragraph 3 is moved in the House, no objection against the proposed membership of the Speaker's panel on any particular member shall be permitted, and objections, if any, shall be formulated and considered against the proposed membership as a whole. Now, therefore, this Assembly prays that pursuant to the provisions of orders number 26.1 of the Standing Orders, this House approves the following members nominated by the Speaker to serve in the Speaker's panel in the 4th session alongside the chairperson of committees, who shall be the chairperson. These panelists include 1, the first panelist, Honorable Seto Kum; second panelist, Honorable Emil Oginga; third panelist, Honorable Karen Ajuang. Honorable Speaker, I would like to ask Honorable Jennifer Bonyo to second. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I stand to second. The list has been read by the Leader of Majority Leader. Thank you.
Now that the motion approval of members nominated by the Speaker to serve in the Speaker's panel have been moved by the Leader of Majority on behalf of the liaison chair. Seconded, I want to propose a question, and I propose that the motion approval of members nominated by the Speaker to serve in the Speaker's panel is open for debate.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, let me support this motion. Mr. Speaker, these individuals, honorable members, have done an exemplary job. And over time, over the last 3 years, they have grown into their roles, and they're really doing good. So I think they are up to task, and they'll keep growing as we move forward. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I support.
Honorable Maurice Geta.
Thanks, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise to echo my voice on the same. Mr. Speaker, I want to applaud my honorable colleagues whose name has just been read. Mr. Speaker, this gentleman and 2 ladies have been committed to the charge. Mr. Speaker, this guy has done a tremendous job. And Mr. Speaker, with this team, you are safe, we are safe as an house, and I want to urge them to continue with the spirit that has been put there before. and we are behind them, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I need your protection, Mr. Speaker. Honorable Mills really want me to praise her a lot, but I know she's a workaholic, the same as Honorable Seth and Honorable Karen here, Mr. Speaker. They are competent, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, we have a good team, Mr. Speaker, in Speaker's panel, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I don't have much, but next time, let Honorable Millie knows that all members are the same. He works like the same with the Honorable. They are the same level with the Honorable Seth Okumu and the Honorable Karen, because he wants me to say he is the best. And we know doing pod is always the best. And so thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I support.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Looking at the mood of the House, I want to call them over to reply.
Honorable Leader of Majority.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I want to agree with the members that have contributed that these panelists did very great work in the third session, and it is good if they are given another time to prove their worth. Otherwise, Honorable Speaker, I don't have much I reply. Thank you.
Honorable members, now that the motion approval of members nominated by the Speaker to serve in the Speaker's panel have been moved, seconded, debated, I want to put a question that as many of the opinion that the motion approval of members nominated by the Speaker to serve in the Speaker's panel, being Honorable Seth Okumu, Speaker's panelist number 1, Honorable Emilio Oginga, Speaker's panelist number 2, and Honorable Karen Ajoang, Speaker's panelist number 3, be approved, say aye. As many of the contrary opinions say nay, the ayes have it, and the motion approval of members nominated by the Speaker to serve in the Speaker's panel, being Honorable Seth Okumu, panelist number 1, Honorable Emilio Oginga, panelist number 2, and Honorable Karen Ajoang, panelist number 3, have been approved today, the 18th of February 2025 at 15:05 hours. And them being members in the previous session, they take their role immediately. Next order.
Order number 10, motion on the adjournment of the County Assembly sittings until Tuesday 25th February 2025 at 2:30 p.m. to facilitate attendance at the County Assembly's forum on 19th and 20th February 2025 by the Honorable Leader of Majority.
Honorable Leader of Majority.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I stand to move a motion of adjournment. Mr. Speaker and honorable members, noting that the County Assembly's Forum CAF has convened a special General Assembly meeting for all members of County Assemblies in Nairobi from 19th to 21st February 2025, and that honorable members have been invited to attend. Further noting that given the financial constraints stemming from recent laws passed by the Senate, which have impacted the welfare of legislators and the operational efficiency of county assemblies, this meeting provides a critical platform for MCAs to collectively deliberate on strategies to advocate for financial autonomy and adequate funding for legislative functions. Additionally, the forum will enhance policy accommodation, policy coordination, strengthen intergovernmental relations, and ensure MCAs are well equipped to perform their oversight, legislative, and representative roles effectively. It also serves as an avenue for capacity building, experience sharing, and discussing emerging governance issues that directly affect counties. By attending, MCAs can influence key policy decisions, push for resolutions addressing financial constraints, and engage in meaningful dialogue with stakeholders, ultimately ensuring that county assemblies remain effective in executing their mandates. Now, therefore, this assembly urges members to adjourn the House until Tuesday, 25th February 2025 at 2:30 p.m. to facilitate attendance at the special general meeting convened by the County Assembly's Forum pursuant to orders number 26.3. And Honorable Speaker, I would like to ask Honorable Seth Okumu to second. Thank you.
Okumu.
Thank you so much, Honorable Speaker. Allow me to second the motion. Honorable Speaker, County Assembly's Forum is the body that has been advocating for the welfare of the MCAs, including the roles that they are supposed to serve. Mr. Speaker, this AGM will help members air out issues after so many years of devolution, the weaknesses that they have witnessed, the strengths, and how we can make the work of an MCA all over Kenya be more productive in service delivery to the people of Kenya. Honorable Speaker, I urge that as we adjourn the House, let's make sure that all of us are present in that meeting because so many issues are going to be discussed. We all know that the chair of CAF resigned recently, and Honorable Gad has a lot of reservations about the chair. But I think that meeting is where he can mention, so that when people are getting a new chair, then we can take his concerns into consideration as we consider any other chair that we are going to have. Otherwise, thank you so much, Honorable Speaker. I second.
Honorable members, now that the leader of majority has moved a motion of adjournment, seconded by Honorable Seth Okumu, I want to propose a question. And I propose that the motion adjournment of the County Assembly sittings until Tuesday, 25th February 2025 at 2:30 p.m. to facilitate attendance to the County Assembly's Forum on 19th and 20th February 2025 is open for debate. And as you debate, honorable members, I want to refer you to Standing Order number 25, number 26, 3, that that motion we shall only debate it for not more than 3 hours, after which no questions shall be put. So the motion is open for debate. Honorable.
Honorable Speaker, CAF has called for a meeting of all the members of County Assembly. And the background of this meeting is that allocation to County Assemblies was reduced. The executive also think the same was done. And we are on focus on our oversight role. I think there is an effort by the Senate that they need money for their oversight. Yet when you look at the oversight role between the Senate and the County Assembly, it is the County Assembly that should oversight the executive, because they have the powers to say no to a number of issues on the executive, and it is the Assembly, County Assembly, that should make good decisions, far-reaching decisions on the actions of the executive, Mr. Speaker. And Mr. Speaker, this revolves around finances of the Assembly. When we talk of our executive role and finances, and in the budget, we only know of the allocation for the committees when we are going to write the reports. And on the ground, when we are executing our work on oversight, what is it that we do? What is the allocation that is there? Members need to know proper allocation for their oversight, so that when they're being challenged that they don't do their oversight properly, they would understand that. But members, we are in a situation where we are being blamed on our oversight role, and money is being deducted, and the Senate is demanding more money, that they are the people who are now going to do the oversight in the country. So we need to find out from the budget what should be the allocation for the members to enable them do their oversight properly. This is an issue, if taken lightly, if not properly addressed, the worth of the role of the assembly will be diluted. As we go for the meeting, how prepared are we on what we are going to say regarding what the majority leader has read now, which had not been communicated to the members? And I plead that what he has read now should be communicated to the members so that the members are well versed with what they will discuss in Nairobi. Otherwise, we shall reach there and become babies. So let us be well informed. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Gad Olema.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise also to support the adjournment of the session of the Assembly to attend to the special General Assembly of the County Assembly Forum. Mr. Speaker, I want to believe that this meeting majorly will be for the members and members' welfare on how effective and efficient they can do their job. Mr. Speaker, as an assembly and various assemblies as well, we are aware that there are things that are so much different. And like what my honorable colleague, Senior Benny Petek has said, on how we leverage on the oversight resources, committee resources, that should be basically our own role as the County Assembly of Kisumu as we appropriate budget for our usage in this assembly. But then I want to believe that the meeting that we are going to attend should be for the common issues that affect all the assemblies in the county that is. Mr. Speaker, you are aware that this third assembly doesn't have the plenary sittings. That is one of the issues that we need to come to as the county assemblies so that we agree. Because when this communication was made by the SRC, it was meant for the county assemblies, the Senate, and the National Assembly. To date, the National Assembly and the Senate are being paid the sitting allowances, plenary sitting allowances. The county assemblies are not. I think those are the issues that we need to get to. And as my colleague has said as well, I think as members and with the number of MCAs in this country, I don't think each one of us will have an opportunity to hear their views. And therefore, I feel like we as Kisumu County, we should have formed a point and a one communication that should be delivered by maybe one of the members of the leadership on behalf of the Kisumu County Assembly of the challenges that we have. Things like pension that has been talked about all these times, the issues like the one I've said on the sitting allowances. Mr. Speaker, there are several issues. And therefore, as we go to this meeting, I want to urge all the members, because the decisions that are going to be made might be cross-cutting to each and every member, and it might affect each and every member one way or the other. Therefore, I want to wish and request that all of us to attend that meeting so that we get the deliberations firsthand, and again, learn from our peers on the challenges they are facing in their assemblies and see what we can borrow from them and what also we can lend to them so that we go as a unit in county assemblies. Lastly, Mr. Speaker, with the current situation in this county, and my senior again has alluded to it, on the issues of oversight, I don't think the Senate is going to sit and take money from the counties to do their oversight role. the assemblies, if anything, we are supposed to go to that meeting to push for more allocations for the county assemblies so that we do our job much better than we are doing it. I know from the public, some people doesn't see the much we are doing because this is a process, not an event. That when we sit here in the house, then tomorrow things have to change. In the fullness of time, I know the public will have to see and understand that whatever we've been doing here is good to them. But then we know lack of resources has been a very big issue, and therefore in this General Assembly, Special General Assembly, I would like to request members and all the assemblies that we advocate for more monies to the county assemblies to ensure that we do our roles perfectly and efficiently and effectively to deliver to the county residents whom we serve. Otherwise, thank you and I support.
Thank you, Speaker. Speaker, judging by the mood of the House, may I call the mover to reply?
Honorable Leader of Majority.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. I want to thank the members for their contribution for the adjournment of the House until next week on Tuesday. First, Mr. Speaker, I would like to tell the members that will be attending the meeting will take place in KICC in Amphitheater Hall. And the meeting will start from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. So those who will purpose to attend, make sure that you reach there before 9 for housekeeping issues. If you go late, then you might find the hall very full for you. Honorable Speaker, I also want to ask members that this is a very important meeting that all of us must attend, because they will be taking register. We want to know how many MCs do we have in Kenya. So make sure that you attend, and then you'll come back with your number 10, number 1000, so that we know that you attended. Of course, it will be facilitated later. To Mr. Speaker, I want to say that tomorrow's meeting is a very important meeting for the members of the county assemblies in Kenya, because we will be discussing serious issues bordering our oversight work, our legislative work, and our representation work. We are aware that our budget was reduced, that we are going to start filling it in this session. It means that other things will have to change. So nobody will give you everything you want on a silver platter. It is upon us to fight for our space, and we have the chance to go and air our views. I would not want us to go as an assembly of Kisumu, since we have 2 members representing us in CAF, but this is now a special general meeting that everybody, like my friend Honorable Benny Petoyeka, would really want you to attend and reach that hall before 9 so that you can give your views. It will be very important for us here. Otherwise, Honorable Speaker, thank you very much. I reply.
Honorable members, the Leader of Majority moved the motion for adjournment of county assembly sittings until Tuesday, 25th February 2025 at 2:30 p.m. to facilitate attendance at the county assemblies forum on 19th and 20th February. Maybe what he didn't bring to your attention that on 19th will be the assembly, and on 20th will be the court ruling. You're aware that CAF took the Senate to court, and alongside the CRA, plus other bodies responsible for the CARA. So the ruling will be on 20th in Kiambu. So those who will be able to attend will also be able to attend. But allow me to refer ourselves to standing order number 26, part 3. And I read, on a day when the county assembly is scheduled to adjourn, to a day other than the next formal sitting day, in accordance with the county assembly's calendar, the leader of majority party or the leader of minority party or another member of the county assembly business committee shall move a motion of adjournment, which shall be debated for not more than 3 hours, after which the county assembly shall adjourn without question put. That is what we have followed. But before we adjourn, I want to remind the House Business Committee that on Monday, 24th, the House Business Committee shall sit at 11 a.m. to prepare the calendar and the business for the week. With that, I want to wish you the best for those who are traveling to Nairobi for the General Assembly meeting, which shall be at KICC, like the leader majority has put, from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. for tomorrow's business. The House stands adjourned until Tuesday, the 25th of February, 2025 at 2:30 p.m.